DocAve Online is a subset of our DocAve 6 platform, hosted on Windows Azure, and it remotely connects to Office 365 environments. A lot of the challenges of managing infrastructure are gone when you move to the cloud. So things around SQL management, setting up your servers, managing VMs, a lot of those day-to-day management tasks are gone. However, the basic needs that you have when using SharePoint Online, permissions management, restructuring content, managing your IA, things like that are still an issue in SharePoint. So SharePoint is still SharePoint, and that's what we focus on with DocAve Online. So at launch, we're actually providing the administrator tool, the content manager tool, the replicator tool, and our granular backup and recovery tool. And the reason we went with these 4 offerings is basically they handle a lot of the prime use cases that we encounter in SharePoint Online today. So filling a lot of the gaps that aren't filled by the native functionality. So administrator is great because it allows you to look at your entire environment and then quickly bulk change things like permissions, enable or disable versioning, and really get full control of your environment from a very high level. We also have our content manager tool, and what's great about content manager is that information architecture is always changing. The business value of content might change. You might need to move it from an internal facing site to an external facing site. Maybe content was created in the wrong place and now it needs to be put in the right place. And finally, we have our granular backup tool, which really shines because it extends the native SLAs that are provided. So you might lose a single item or a single PowerPoint presentation, and you might want to restore that single item. There's no way to really do that in the native functionality today. And we can do that while maintaining all the metadata and without disrupting any of the other objects within that list or library. One of the biggest fears people have when moving to Office 365 or SharePoint Online is this idea of we're losing control, right? And when people lose control, they think, the documents are going to go all over the place. I'm going to be out of compliance. I have a lot of concerns. How are people going to be able to access this content? And so what DocAve Online really tries to focus on is bringing some of that confidence back that, yes, you have left your data center and you're no longer able to install a third-party solution on the server side. You're no longer able to really get in and manage that content directly. However, with DocAve Online, you're able to have control over your permissions, restructure your content. So a lot of the benefits you enjoyed on premises, you can still continue to enjoy in the cloud.